Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. Today I'm going to take a look at the Sonic the Hedgehog 25th anniversary line of action figures made by Tomy. And the reason I want to go and take a look at these figures is because this is the first time Tomy has ever went outside of the normal Sonic Boom line of action figures. So this is very exciting. Because I found the Sonic Boom figures to be very underwhelming. Like, they did not cut it in terms of Sonic figures in my opinion. But these figures are actually pretty good, and I am going to show you why in terms of the packaging, the figures themselves, everything like that, prices, and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. So the first ones that we are going to look at are the single character packages, Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. And these retail for $7.99, and they are pretty good figures, I'm not going to lie, because the articulation on them is very similar to what Jazzwares brought out many years ago for these figures. The only difference in articulation is that there's no waist joint, which is fine by me. You know, like, I don't think I've ever used the waist joint on the Jazzwares figures. On top of that, the packaging is great. The silver boxes with the blue text is awesome. I also love the 25th anniversary emblem right on the top left on all of these packages. And then on the side of all of them as well, not just these figures, but with the comic book pack and the 3-pack, on the side there is artwork of classic Sonic artwork. So like, as you can see, there's like Knuckles, there's like Eggman, there's Sonic and Tails, Sonic, you know, so there's a lot of different art on here. And then on the back is just like, you know, boring stuff. And then same thing on the side as well, and then we come back to the front. And the best thing about these packages is that they are very collector friendly. When Jazzwares came out with the 20th anniversary line, it had the blister card packaging. So what would happen was when you took the figure out, that was it. You know, there was no way on putting it back in unless you like managed to like keep the blister card and, you know, the plastic sort of intact. But with these, this is sort of like a box format. So what you can do is that you cut the tape on both sides here, you take the figure out, you mess with it a little bit, you put it right back in, people won't even know that you took it out, you know. So that is very cool. I like that. And that is the same with, like I said, not with just these figures, but with the 3-pack and the comic book pack. So that is very cool. Last thing we're gonna look at is Tails, you know. And every single package obviously has a different character name, and the blue text just looks so nice on the silver boxes. So that is very nice. And overall, these figures are great. You know, for $7.99, I think that is a pretty fair price for what you're getting. You're getting a small Sonic figure that has plenty of articulation, and, you know, like, the sculpts look pretty good, the paint jobs are pretty good as well. But obviously, make sure that you get figures that paint job's not like screwed up or anything. So always be sure that you check the figures before you leave the store, because originally my Sonic figure, the paint job wasn't messed up, but like the box, like this top part was like crushed in or something like that. So always check the boxes, always check the figures themselves before you leave the store. So the next thing we're going to look at is the Sonic 3-pack, which comes with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles along with some coins. And you might be asking, why didn't you just pick this up instead of the single Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles packages, or, you know, figures, or whatever the heck you want to call them? The reason being is because these are metallic figures, and when I came home, I was like, you know, this and the Sonic comic book pack were the first two things I bought. And then I came home and I was like, I'm not exactly a huge fan of the metallic finish on these figures, to be honest. Because, like, Tails, he doesn't look yellow. He looks much more of an orange color. Knuckles looks a lot darker than he is, along with Sonic. And also the skin tones on Sonic and Knuckles are much darker than they look on the regular figures. So I'm not exactly a huge fan of the metallic finish. But if you are, you know what, that's cool with you. You can go and pick these up. And also, they come with coins. Like, these are actual like metal coins. These aren't like cheap little things. And the best part is the price on this thing. The price is only $19.99, so that's very fair. Actually very cheap as well, you know, compared to the $8 for each single figure. So 24 bucks for the single figures, and then you pick this up, this is only 20. Only thing is that the metallic paint, like I said earlier. But you know what, it's same packaging style. you know, back here, and as you can see, there is a 25th anniversary logo on the back of all of these, so that is very, very nice. And I'm pretty sure you can tell, but I've already opened this and like taken it out and like messed with the figures a little bit, and you know, they look pretty good. Sculpt wise, not paint job wise in my opinion, but you know, sculpt wise, pretty good. Articulation is, you know, pretty well. Like I said earlier, everything's there compared to the Jazzwares figures. You know, they have the same points of articulation. It's just that they don't have the waist joint, which is fine. Taking a look at the comic book packs, like I said earlier, the packaging is very similar. You know, the top left-hand corner has the 25th anniversary logo. The figures are nicely displayed. These are also the same figures that you would get in the single card, so these aren't like any like metallic versions of the figures or anything like that. So I would say the best way to go and pick these figures up is to go and pick up a comic book pack and then pick up one of the single card figures, whether it would be Knuckles, or if I were to go and get the Sonic and Knuckles pack, which is also available, I would pick up the single card Tails figure or something like that, because I'm not a huge fan of the metallic finish. But if you also want the coins, obviously you're also going to, the only way to go and get those coins is through the 3-pack. And you know, if you don't mind getting metallic figures, that's all up to you, but in my opinion, if I were you and I were in your position, I would just pick up a comic book pack and then one of the single card packages. In conclusion, I think Tomy did a great job with these Sonic the Hedgehog figures for the 25th anniversary line. Despite there being like no variety between the figures, it's only Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. The sculpts are pretty good, the packaging's very well done, and you know, the figures are just really, really good. I love them. The prices for these are also pretty fair, especially since the single card packages are exclusive to Toys R Us along with the comic book packs. The 3-pack is not exclusive to Toys R Us. It can be found on Amazon.com. As of right now, I believe it's only sold by third-party sources on Amazon. So, yeah, the only places to go and get these figures is mainly Toys R Us, because that's where they wanted to go and make it an exclusive to. So, like I said earlier, the prices on these are actually pretty fair for being Toys R Us exclusives. The single cards are $7.99 each. The comic book packs are $16.99 each as well. And then the 3-pack is $19.99. So overall, I think that the prices are pretty good. And, you know, the whole just 25th anniversary line for these line of figures are pretty good. And my hopes in the future is that Tomy decides to go and make more Sonic figures aside from the Sonic Boom series. Maybe when Sonic Mania comes out, they could re-release these figures. They could make a classic Metal Sonic, classic Eggman, classic Amy even, and then when Project Sonic 2017 rolls around, they could do their own modern Sonic figure line or something like that. The possibilities for Tomy are endless at this point, since they do own the license to making Sonic figures at the moment. I could only hope that they do more of figures like this in the future, and I will definitely be making videos and be purchasing them as well. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to go and subscribe, you can do that. I put new videos up every Saturday. I have a Facebook and Twitter. You could go and follow me on there. I put up new photos whenever I pick up new figures and stuff, so if you want to go follow me on there and know when I am picking stuff up, want to see what I get, you can follow me on there. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video again. Now, see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers!